Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a 1-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 71 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
They'll set up a throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 30. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Downing. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Pacheco. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT. Right? And
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
143 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
A handoff now.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Downing. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Downing. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down. Downing. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still having...
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.